there, book lovers and literary enthusiasts. Have you ever wondered how the battle between good and evil has been portrayed in classic literature? Today we're diving deep into Herman Melville's masterpiece, Moby-Dick, to explore this timeless struggle. We'll uncover how Melville's portrayal of good and evil has influenced literature and shaped our understanding of these concepts. So, grab your harpoons and get ready to set sail on this literary adventure. Let's start by setting the stage for Moby-Dick. Published in 1851, this novel tells the story of a whaling ship's crew on a quest for revenge. At the heart of the story is Captain Ahab's obsessive pursuit of a giant white whale named Moby-Dick. But is this really just a tale about man versus nature? Or is there something deeper lurking beneath the surface? To understand the portrayal of good and evil in Moby-Dick, we need to look at its main characters. First, we have our narrator, Ishmael, who represents the voice of reason and observation. He's neither entirely good nor evil, but rather a neutral party witnessing the events unfold. Ishmael's role is crucial as he allows us to see the story from multiple perspectives. Now let's talk about Captain Ahab, one of literature's most complex characters. On the surface, Ahab might seem like the embodiment of evil. He's consumed by his desire for revenge against Moby-Dick, who bit off his leg in a previous encounter. Ahab's obsession puts his entire crew in danger, which doesn't sound very heroic, does it? But Melville doesn't paint Ahab as a one-dimensional villain. Instead, he shows us Ahab's human side, his pain, his vulnerability, and his inner struggle. This complexity makes us question whether Ahab is truly evil or simply a deeply flawed human being. Let's move on to the white whale itself, Moby-Dick. Is the whale good or evil? Melville presents Moby-Dick as a force of nature, neither inherently good nor evil. The whale becomes a blank canvas onto which characters project their own ideas and fears. For Ahab, Moby-Dick represents all the evil in the world, but for others, the whale might symbolize the mysteries of the universe or the power of nature. This ambiguity is one of the most fascinating aspects of Melville's portrayal of good and evil. He doesn't give us clear-cut heroes and villains. Instead, he presents a world where morality is complex and often subjective. Now let's consider how Melville's approach to good and evil was unique for his time. In the mid-19th century, many novels had more straightforward moral messages. But Moby-Dick challenged readers to think beyond simple dichotomies. Melville showed that good and evil could exist within the same person or entity. This nuanced approach was ahead of its time and has influenced countless writers since. As we sail through the pages of Moby-Dick, we encounter other characters who further complicate the good-evil dynamic. Take Queequeg, for example, a skilled harpooner from a cannibalistic tribe. In the 19th century, he might have been seen as a savage or even evil by some readers. But Melville portrays Queequeg as one of the most loyal and honorable characters in the book. This challenges the reader's preconceptions and forces them to reconsider their notions of good and evil. Another interesting character is Starbuck, the first mate. He's often seen as the moral compass of the ship, trying to reason with Ahab and protect the crew. But even Starbuck has his moments of weakness and doubt. His inability to stand up to Ahab effectively raises questions about the nature of goodness and moral courage. Now let's dive deeper into the symbolism Melville uses to explore good and evil. The color white, typically associated with purity and goodness, is used in an unexpected way. Moby-Dick, the object of Ahab's hatred, is a white whale. This challenges our expectations and makes us question our assumptions about what is good or evil. The sea itself plays a crucial role in the novel's exploration of morality. It's portrayed as vast, unpredictable, and indifferent to human concerns. This reinforces the idea that good and evil are human constructs, not inherent in nature. As we approach the novel's dramatic conclusion, we see how Melville's complex portrayal of good and evil comes to a head. The final confrontation between Ahab and Moby-Dick is not a simple battle between hero and villain. Instead, it's a powerful demonstration of the consequences of obsession and the futility of trying to impose human will on nature. Now let's consider how the portrayal of good and evil in literature has evolved since Moby-Dick. Many modern novels continue to explore moral ambiguity, building on Melville's groundwork. We see more anti-heroes, morally gray characters, and stories that challenge traditional notions of right and wrong. This shift reflects our growing understanding of the complexity of human nature and the world around us. In contemporary literature, we often find that the line between good and evil is even more blurred. Authors frequently present villains with sympathetic backstories or heroes with significant flaws. This trend can be traced back to the nuanced characterization we see in Moby-Dick. Moreover, the idea that nature or the universe is neutral, neither good nor evil, has become more prevalent in modern storytelling. Many current works, especially in science fiction and fantasy, explore how human actions and perceptions shape our understanding of morality. So what can we learn from Melville's portrayal of good and evil in Moby-Dick? First, it reminds us to look beyond surface-level judgments. Just as the characters in the novel are complex, so too are the people and situations we encounter in real life. Secondly, it encourages us to question our assumptions about morality. What we perceive as good or evil might depend on our perspective or cultural background. Lastly, Moby-Dick teaches us about the dangers of obsession and the importance of balance. Ahab's single-minded pursuit of what he perceives as evil ultimately leads to destruction. As we wrap up our journey through the moral waters of Moby-Dick, I hope you've gained a new appreciation for this classic novel. Melville's nuanced portrayal of good and evil continues to resonate with readers today, challenging us to think deeply about morality and human nature. What are your thoughts on how good and evil are portrayed in literature? Share your opinions in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Moby-Dick, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more literary analyses. Until next time, happy reading!